doing a quick video following on from last week's post about stress and recovery. This one's about sleep and the importance of sleep for reaching your goals. So no matter what your goals are, sleep and recovery are massively important. It's something that often goes under the radar. We always talk about what training program we're going to do, what diet are we on, all this kind of stuff. But if we're not recovering well, then the chances of us reaching our goals are dramatically reduced. So no matter what the goal is, so for example, if it's muscle gain, you might be training hard in the gym consistently, trying to progressively overload. You might be eating the calorie surplus, but you're not sleeping enough. You're not getting quality sleep and you're not getting enough of it. You're going to really reduce your chances of reaching your goals and increasing muscle mass, because when we train, we're training to get bigger. We do the damage in the session, and then we recover. And part of that recovery process is to grow. So if we're not getting enough sleep and recovery, we're going to struggle to grow. With regards to fat loss, now we can obviously achieve a calorie deficit even if we're not sleeping as much. But when we are sleep deprived, or sleep is reduced, our cognitive function is obviously reduced. Now, we could, as a result of that, we could then make some poor nutritional choices, which then might affect whether or not we're in a calorie deficit or not. So it might not directly kind of affect it, but if we then make poor choices, then it could affect our ability to get into a calorie deficit. Now, when we're in a calorie deficit, we know that we're going to lose body fat, but we probably will lose some muscle mass as well. Now, the rate at which this is obviously important for anyone who wants to tone up or wanting to retain as much muscle mass as possible. There's been some research out there that suggests that people who had like 5 hours sleep compared to people who had 8 hours sleep, when they were both in a calorie deficit, the group that had 8 hours sleep retained a lot more muscle mass than the one who had 5 hours sleep. So it has an impact on retaining muscle mass as well, obviously amongst other things such as resistance training, high protein diet, etc. For performance, if we want to perform at our best and we're not recovering, then obviously from cognitive function side of things, obviously from a physical performance aspect as well, we're not going to be able to produce our best. So whatever the goal is, sleep is massively important, often gets overlooked. So ideally, when I'm getting to about 7 or 8 hours sleep, I'm going to be waking up refreshed. If you're not getting that amount, you're not waking up feeling refreshed, there might be a few things that you could change to help get you there. A couple of little tips that I'll give to my clients. One, would be the habits before bed. So screen time before bed, exposure to blue light. So reduce that. With iPhones now, they have dark mode, for example, or night mode, I think it is. So I set it after like 6 p.m. Trying to limit how much time we spend watching the TV. And trying to watch it for say half an hour before bed. There's research out there that shows that will decrease the quality of your sleep. Caffeine, looking at the last time you have caffeine before bed, caffeine has a half-life of 6 hours. So, if we're having caffeine in the evening, then that's going to affect our quality of sleep. Some people might say that, it's okay, I can have a coffee and sleep, no problem. That's not the point. It might be affecting the quality of your sleep. And you wake up the next morning and feel like you've gone 12 rounds with Tyson. Obviously, there's loads of the different factors that we can talk about. One last tip is if you're feeling stress and stuff like that can obviously affect your sleep due to cortisol, which is a stress hormone that wakes us up. Now, looking at decreasing stress before bed, gratitude journals, write down 3 things you're grateful for, and also potentially look into apps like Headspace, guided meditation that I really like. I think that's awesome. Yeah, so I hope that helps. Sleep is massively important. Don't overlook it. See you soon. Cheers.